Portland Comedy Film Festival. At the Portland Comedy Film Festival Summer 2022 event on September the 18th, we are excited to screen at the Clinton Street Theater. And one of the films we're going to be screening is called The Pardoner's Sale. And we are joined by director George Koulouris. Hey, George, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you doing? Thanks for having me.
Excellent. Oh, you're very welcome. And congrats on being nominated for the Most Original Concept Award. People really liked your film.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate being nominated for Most Original Most Original Concept for a film based on a text that's several hundred years old.
There you go. Well, maybe it's just sometimes what's old is new.
Right.
You dusted it off.
No, I appreciated that. We really had some fun taking that Chaucer story and finding a new way to put a twist on it and retell that story. So it's really flattering to get that that designation.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, there's nothing like your film in this one. I gotta admit. So that's part of its originality. And let's get into it. The synopsis, I don't want to give it away, but what can you tell us about your film?
So The Pardoner's Sale is very loosely inspired by Chaucer's story, The Pardoner's Tale. And it tells the story of a door-to-door con artist who is in suburbia trying to sell redemption and stumbles across a married couple and discovers the dark underbelly of marriage. And that's really kind of where we enter the story.
All right. Well, what motivated you to pick up this particular story and kind of remix it and put your own spin on it?
So my husband is actually a medieval professor. So he was teaching Chaucer to his students, and he was telling me about the text that he was teaching, and my eyes got real big. I was like, wait, what happens in this story? I was like, tell me everything. And I got sucked in, and I went and read the text, and we talked about it, and I immediately envisioned it as this door-to-door salesman. And I just, I had a flash of the story, and I wanted to see this story set in suburbia. And, hundreds of years later, we're still looking for get rich quick fixes. How can we get away with, things without having to really do the work? And I felt like it really related, and I wanted to put it in a modern context.
Well, that being said, now is your husband using this as a teaching tool for his students?
No, he makes fun of how much it's not like Chaucer.
That's great. That is great. Well, did you learn anything during this production, good or bad?
Well, one thing I learned is I wrote it for an actress who was a muse of mine, Sarah Breezy. She's the Alice, one of our leads. And she was actually pregnant at the time. So I learned that means you're going to have to wait a while before you can film. So that put a delay on it. And I really learned, I tend to overwrite, and I learned what that does to a budget. And so really scaling back and having to tighten it to be able to fit it into 2 days, to fit it into the budget. That was a skill I did not have, and I really had to work on it. And it's been helpful in projects we've done since.
All right. Well, hopefully this will help you with projects in the future. Speaking of which, what's on deck for you? You got a sequel to The Pardoner's Sale? You working on something new?
We've joked about what happened to her next, and so the cast all had some ideas. So there's a story out there, but actually what we have next is a great comedy inspired by a true story called Funky Chicken. That's going to be going to some festivals soon. It's about a 80-year-old birthday gone wrong. And then we're in development on an improv comedy short called Tiny Horse. So those are two of the pieces, and we're developing a feature as well.
Oh, wow. You got a lot on the burner there.
So this is, we've got a several-year plan. My writing partner and I at Draft Horse Productions, we're really excited about some projects we have in the pipeline. Okay.
Well, sounds like you're busy. If they're all the same quality that you produce here, we're in for a treat. I think that you
appreciate that.
Your team, your cast, your production looks really good. I think it all came together very nicely with this film. So good job to you and your team.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You make us look good at the festival. We appreciate it. So Well, hey, I'm gonna let you go here, but before we go, is there anything you'd like to add at all?
I just wanted to say thank you so much for including us in your festival, everybody who's going out to see it, and for watching the film. We make this for people to watch and to share it with folks, and so it's not art if we hide it. So thank you for letting us share our art.
That's the quote of the day right there. If it's not art, or what I'm sorry, you said, what did you say? If it's not
It's
art, don't hide it.
Yeah, it's not art if we hide it.
If you hide it, that's right. You got to get it out there to people, get those eyeballs on it. And yeah, looking forward to the screenings. So thank you for your time. I appreciate you.